Well, I read this whole paper of ARC-AGI 3 so that you don't have to. So let's go and deep dive into what ARC-AGI is. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you and we're going to understand what this ARC-AGI 3, which is one of the most important benchmarks right now to measure the real AI intelligence. Now, first and foremost, we can see that humans score 100% on this test, but the best AI models, be it GPT-5, Gemini, Claude, you name it, Grok, all are below 1%. Yes, exactly, it's 0.37%, below 1%. So the big question is again, are today's AI models actually intelligent, or are they just very good at memorizing patterns? That's the real question. So back in 2019, Francois Chollet, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Francois Chollet critiqued on these benchmarks. He noticed that there's a big problem. Most AI benchmarks were not testing intelligence, they were testing memory. AI was trained on massive datasets and then tested on very similar data. So the model was just recalling patterns, and the tuning process is also just tuning the patterns, not reasoning. Now, to fix this, the ARC-AGI 1 was created. It introduced grid puzzles where each problem is unique and very few examples were given. Memorization wouldn't work. Now, humans can solve these easily. That's the main thing. But AI struggled for years. This shows us that something important. Pattern recognition is not equal to intelligence. Now, since 2020, researchers have been trying to solve the ARC challenges. In the Kaggle competition, more than 900 teams participated. Accuracy was around 20%, and the later competitions introduced bigger prize money, even a 1 million prize money as well. By 2024, some progress happened using a technique called test time training. Still, the score remained far below the human level. Even in 2025, the grand prize was not fully claimed, and this means that the AI could still not reach human reasoning ability. That is surprising. In 2025, ARC-AGI increased the difficulty. Same grid puzzles, but more multi-step reasoning required. Humans now took about 5 minutes per task instead of 30 seconds. Researchers noticed something interesting. New reasoning models started performing better, but they still needed prior knowledge and clear feedback whether the answer that you're approaching is correct or not. Real intelligence should work even when rules are unclear. That's AGI. But this is where our AI still struggles, and still we are not into AGI. Current reasoning models work well only when two things exist. The first is that the model has already seen similar knowledge before. That's condition number one. And condition number two is that the problem gives clear feedback whether it is wrong or right. Now, humans do not need this. They have inherent understanding of the problem, of the answer. We can still enter completely new situations and still figure out, but the AI cannot. This is what is known as the jagged intelligence. Very strong in some area, but very weak in unfamiliar ones. Now, true AGI should not have this limitation. Another issue that we found was overfitting. So once ARC datasets become public, AI started training on similar patterns, and some models could even predict hidden mapping, meaning the benchmark was no longer fully cleaned. So ARC-AGI 3 introduced a solution. Completely new environments that AI has never seen before. Not static puzzles, but interactive environments. Now the AI must explore and find out rules from scratch, just like we humans do. Introducing the ARC-AGI 3. Now this is very different. There are no instructions, no given rules. The AI must explore the environment, understand how it works, figure out the goal, create a strategy, adapt when things fail. Basically walk into something completely new and learn how to win. This is much closer to real intelligence. That's what the challenge is for the AI models. ARC-AGI 3, it measures intelligence using efficiency, not just whether you can solve this task, but how efficiently can you solve it? Now, fewer actions is higher intelligence score. Random guessing is heavily penalized. So brute force does not work. This creates a fair comparison between humans and AI. Now, real intelligence is, in fact, efficient. Talking about the environment is a 64 by 64 grid pattern. Each cell has one of 16 colors. The AI interacts step by step. It can move select cells into actions. Each environment has different rules. The challenge is not controls. The challenge is understanding the logic. Now, everything is turn-based, so reasoning matters more than speed. There are some constraints. These environments are carefully designed. They only use very basic concepts like object movements, geometric, simple physics, no language, no numbers, no cultural knowledge. Each environment must be completely new. Humans should be able to solve it within 20 minutes. The difficulty comes from combining simple ideas into new ways, not from making things complicated artificially. Creating these environments is actually rigorous. There is a 4-step process. First, design the concept, then build a prototype and test internally, then test with real humans. Only environments that human can solve move forward. They even built a custom engine to run thousands of simulations quickly. This ensures fairness and reliability. The environments are also tested automatically. Millions of random actions are simulated. If random actions can solve the task easily, the environment is rejected. They also analyze the state space mathematically. This ensures problems require real reasoning, not just luck. The ARC-AGI 3 dataset is mostly private. Only a small portion is public. Why is it done? It's to prevent AI from memorizing the patterns. Public environments are easier and just show the format, but private environments are much harder and completely different. So models cannot overfit easily. Now the RHAE scoring formula. RHAE is relative human action efficiency. The scoring system is called RHAE. It compares how many steps the AI takes versus humans. If humans can solve in 10 steps and the AI takes 100 steps, the score becomes extremely low because we square it. Efficiency matters a lot. This prevents brute force solutions. Now the scoring design choices is also quite unique. The scoring system is designed very carefully. Small inefficiencies reduce score significantly. Later levels matter more than the early levels because early levels are just tutorials. Evaluation also stops if AI takes too many steps. Otherwise, testing cost becomes very high. Some evaluations can cost thousands of dollars. You need to be careful. So these are the leaderboard results. You can see the shocking part. The Gemini 3.1 Pro preview is just 0.37%. GPT-5 is 0.26%. Claude Opus, my favorite model, is just 0.25%. But humans, us, you can see 100%. We are not even close to AGI. You can see, despite all the recent AI progress that we have seen, we are not near AGI. Now, there are two types of leaderboards. Official leaderboard, models are not specifically optimized for ARC, and community leaderboard. People can build custom systems to improve results. This helps researchers experiment without affecting the official benchmark integrity. Now, more than 400 humans tested these experiments. Almost 3,000 attempts were recorded. The median solve time was about 7 minutes. Now, the participants had no instructions, no prior training, no hints. Still, humans performs extremely well. This shows that tasks are reasonable. Just they're difficult for AI. Interestingly, top performing solutions are not LLMs. They use reinforcement learning and search algorithms. These systems explored environments systematically. This suggests future AGI systems may require new architecture, not just LLMs, not just bigger language models. Researchers also tested agent-based systems. Some used multiple specialized agents. Some allowed models to run code to remember past states. These approaches worked well on known environments, but fail completely on new ones, which again shows overfitting problems. General intelligence must generalize, not constrain. ARC prize 2026, you can see, offers $2 million in rewards. Go ahead and participate. Researchers can participate and submit open source solutions. There are two tracks. First is ARC-AGI 3, ARC-AGI 2 final year competition. Anyone can try public environments online. Link is available on the ARC prize website. You can go ahead and check. Now, why is AI struggling so much? Because, ARC-AGI 3 removes every shortcut. No prior knowledge, no clear reward system, unknown environments, unknown terrains, limited context memory, no instructions. AI must figure everything independently. This is extremely hard for AI, but this is where the real intelligence look like. Now, ARC-AGI reveals something very important. AI is powerful, but still far from human level intelligence, and the gap is not complete. The gap is about a true reasoning ability. ARC benchmark have historically predicted future AI progress, so improvements on ARC-AGI 3 may indicate real AGI progress. Now again, I would like to reiterate, humans have scored 100%. The best AI scores less than 1%. We're not even close to 1% AGI yet, but now we have a benchmark that clearly shows the gap. We know how much we are lacking, and this helps researchers focus on the real problem, building systems that can learn anything from scratch. Thank you. And I would like to highlight today's sponsor of this video. It's a SaaS product called PromptCut, where you just put in the video and it automatically detects the gaps in the video. For example, you can see that these red gaps in the video, and once we process the video, it removes the gaps automatically. The video that I'm recording now is about 14 minutes, and you can see at the end what is the time or how much was it able to cut. So, for preparing a 10-minute video, you have to sometimes record for a 1-hour duration. And the first step that I do is to trim the silences. Now, this tool helps me a lot. So go ahead and test this out. This is really great. You can find the links in the description, or you can go to promptcut.tech and you can put in the coupon code of prompt100 to get a 100% discount on your first month. So you can see that if we have this original track, you can put in audio or video. You can see these gaps, the silences here. So those silences are removed and you have a completely beautiful track here. So go ahead and test this out. The pricing is pretty decent, but for the first month, I'm giving you a completely free. So with prompt100 discount coupon, you can try this out. You also have the API option as well when you go for the Pro plan. So right now, I urge you to go to the Pro plan because it's free for the first month with prompt100. And also like to say that I was just joking because this is not some product which other people have asked me to advertise. This is my product. This is my SaaS. So this is yours. If you may, you can go ahead and check this out. Leave me in the comment section. What features do you want to add more? And I'm going to add this. So this is your product. This is my product. It's not just some random company. So this is the first SaaS that I've released, PromptCut.tech. I'm going to be adding new features, but go ahead and check this out. So go ahead and check this out. Onslaught Studio, just change LLM fine tuning forever. And I'll see you there. Thank you.